welcome everybody to the presentations of the 2026 Global Game Jam at Shawnee State University. Fun, crazy weekend. I know we've been through a lot of challenges. We were supposed to have homecoming. A lot of that stuff did not happen. We were supposed to have cool in-house activities in person. Well, the weather did not permit, and so I appreciate everybody going through all the challenges and the changes and last-minute adjustments, and that's why we are here live for everybody to present their stuff to you in this kind of informal fashion. So we do have a couple people in the queue. We're going to go ahead and get them set up, and we're going to get right into it.
Okay. I think that means we have the go-ahead. Hello, I'm Luke Austin. I am a sophomore here at Shawnee State University, and I was one of the main programmers for our game Apparition Apparatus. Would everyone else like to introduce themselves and their roles?
I'm Josiah Shanks. Don't go to Shawnee, but I was the main artist for Apparition Apparatus.
Hello, I'm Brandon
I'm
Cornwell.
Jack.
I'm also a
No,
in the programming track. I mostly handle dealing with the enemy AI and their behavior, along with a couple other odd things here and there.
I'm just Sype. I worked on the music, and also I'm new here, so didn't do much.
My name's Alex Wright. I'm a sophomore at Shawnee. I help do menus, loading screen, and some other random bits.
David Connor, sophomore at Shawnee. I worked on particles and other random bits and bobs that need to get fixed.
Yeah, there will definitely be some patches for this game. So with the theme, we decided to take a more masking your reality approach with a simulation. So you play as a test subject trying to escape from this dark and broody laboratory, and you have to use the virtual mask that you've been stuck in this whole time to try to avoid some of the drones that monitor you here. It is a top-down shooter. I will demo the gameplay the best I can, but a lot of it was somewhat last minute, so
They
we'll
made
see
it
how
really
quick this thing
hard.
goes.
Who made
It might
it?
be a little hard. We'll see.
We'll see.
So, oop, yeah.
You're gonna...
So you can take off the mask. You see your HP at the top there. There are these little flying drones that just are there to annoy you and soak up bullets. There's also, you can dodge through stuff. There are these flying drones that want to shoot at you. And he soaks up a lot of bullets. Oh, there's multiple there. Okay, there we go.
Really?
Put shift to hold. You can use shift to put on your mask to navigate obstacles as well. Has a cooldown, and you have to get to the elevator to ascend and go to the next stage. There's only a few levels. I'll show you what happens if you fall off, by the way. So,
Oh, no.
there is also significant knockback. Have fun. I'm just gonna. Nope. Why is there so much?
The enemy
Put the mask
detection
on.
range stopped working at some point before we were able to get it
Ah,
out
okay.
there. So all the enemies just attack you from anywhere now. So that's
I'm probably gonna try to.
Put the mask on.
Well, the
we'll
thing
do it at
is,
some point.
the mask doesn't completely work at the moment. Normally, you would be invulnerable with the mask, and I'll demo that here in a sec. But that is not working. So.
Oh, sorry. I
Just
just worked on
decided to stop
music.
working.
I don't know all the kinks. So what?
Oh, you're
what's
right.
going on.
No. I'll show you a bit of what happens if you leave the mask on. So I think projectiles still ignore you, but as you can see, if you leave that
No,
mask
they
on
don't.
too long, good to know. If you leave the mask on too long, you'll start to lose HP, and that doesn't mean you're and you'll automatically take the mask off, and that doesn't mean you can't put the mask back on, but you'll have to wait for yourself to regen. These things are bullying me off of the ledge on my own level. Josiah's level, actually. I can blame him for this, you know. I put down like
That's
20
not
little
true.
swarmers. I can blame
didn't
you
put
for
a
this.
sing-
I put down 20
I didn't put a
swarmers, you know,
single
but it's
enemy
your
down.
level, you know.
Yeah, that's the
No.
issue here.
There are 4 levels total, including the first level, which is more of a little tutorial.
Sounds like a
I have
skill.
no idea where the. Yeah, exactly. I have no idea where the exit is. I think I'm actually. Whoa! So we've got a. No. Lots of coyote
That's not-
time here. Until there isn't.
Yet.
I'll give it one last try. Feel free to try to complete all 4 levels. I do know that they are possible, but beyond that, I've never actually played all 4 at the same time. So, if you do want to commit that type of time to our little project, I will applaud you. Does anyone have anything else they want to add before we end our presentation?
I'm so proud of how evil the fish turned out.
There's also other enemy types. You haven't seen the shark yet. There's more to look forward to in our little demo, and there will be patches because I really like how this game looks. Just did a great job with the art assets.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all have fun names based on their behavior and not how they look. Because yeah, the ones circling are the fish.
Okay. I think that's it from us. Thank you.
And we got the prompt for masks. I thought of two things. I thought of the Five Nights at Freddy's series and Pablo Picasso, which are two things that I don't think anyone has ever thought of together. But what I wanted to make was a game using the very ambiguous and cryptic gameplay loop of Five Nights at Freddy's with cameras, where the goal was to prevent Pablo Picasso from stealing the African masks that he was very fond of, but did not want to admit that he was very fond of. So he has to stay off of your cameras. And because my game starts instantly, I have not brought it up, but I will do that now. Hopefully. Doot. Is it up? I can't tell. Yay. Yeah, so there, you can see him. He's there. And there's a mask over there that he would like to get. There are only 2 monitors. I could add many more. The system is modular, but it turns out it's really hard to play test this game loop when you start making it bigger, so I decided it was best to stick with 2. Also, there's a power button back here. It does send signals. They aren't linked up to anything, but it does work. Oh, and he moved over here now. And then I'm just going to let him take that. There, he got the one from over here. You can see it's gone from the wall. And I'm not watching him, so he's going to grab the mask in a moment. There you go. Yep. That is my game. Right. This is Unreal. In case it's not obvious from the Unreal texturing and default cubes.
half, and while that didn't really end up getting turned into an idea that I used in my game, it did set the groundwork for a much more interesting idea, which was applying the puzzle idea of knights and knaves to groups instead of individuals. So in this game, you're tasked with disarming a bomb that has 5 wires, and each group is associated with a wire. The groups themselves are based off the house mascots, so there's the lions, the snakes, the bears, the rabbits, and the eagles. And for each of these people, they have 3 roles. There is the operatives. They try to convince you if it's safe or not to cut their wire. There's the spies. They try to convince you if another group is lying or not. And there's the bystanders, and they try to tell you information that you can go around and observe and tell if they're lying or not. And everyone in a group is either lying or not. So you're basically just using your deduction skills to figure out which of these groups is lying to you and which of them aren't, and cut the right wires. So it's a really simple control scheme, just WASD for movement and E to interact. Set it on a 3-minute timer. I think this could either go like 5 minutes or 2 minutes with difficulty options, but it's kind of hard to judge what a good time is for this when you're the developer, like, immediately where to go and what to look for. So in this game, the NPCs, their positions and everything, and whether they're lying or not, that's all procedural. It's all generated with a solution at the beginning, so I have no idea how to disarm this bomb. If I snip the wrong wire in the wrong sequence, it blows up and I die. So the first thing that you would probably do is just start looking around at the information you get. So this bear bystander is going to tell us that it's too crowded in here. There are more eagles than any other group. So at this point, I could go and start counting up all the eagles that are scattered around the place, or I could go to some sort of piece of information that I think is easier to confirm or deny. So this line's telling me how much time there is. He's telling me I should hurry, and that there's only 2 minutes and 40 seconds left. So if I go over to the bomb, oh, it looks like it is about 30 seconds off, so I think the lions are lying. So that's not good. We can't trust the lions. How about the snake? The snake says, this is a pretty stressful situation. We still have 5 wires to take care of. And that's correct. So I'm going to assume that the snakes are telling the truth. We don't know anything about the lions yet. Can't hurt to see what he's telling us. He's telling us that lions are telling the truth. No way to verify that right now. Let's move on to something we can verify. So this lion says there's 7 wires to take care of. We know that that can't possibly be true. And this person's going to tell us that it's safe to cut the red wire. So I don't trust that. That's probably going to lead up to us getting blown up. Let's try to see if we can deduce which wire is the right one to cut. So the eagle, he's not lying. There are 5 wires still to take care of. The bears are lying. So let's try to find the operative for the eagle, and maybe he'll tell us if... Okay, so we know for a fact that it's not safe to cut the checkered orange wire. So we can move on from that. We can try to deduce what wire could be next. Let's see what the rabbits are doing. He's been counting shelves. He's been here so long. There's 12 of them. I had in mind to make the clutter, the boxes and the shelving and stuff like that procedural too, but I didn't get around to that. So for the purposes of the demo, I'm just going to say that I know there are 12 shelves in the level and that the rabbit's telling the truth. So let's see, here's a spy. We know the rabbit's telling the truth and that the bears are lying, so that helps us. And basically the gist of the game is that you're just collecting a bunch of information like this, crossing the wires in your mind between like, okay, this group is lying and this is what they said and whatnot. Let's see, are the snakes lying? No, the snakes are not lying. What color wire does the snake say? Oh, we ran out of time and I blew up. So at the end of that, we get a seamless transition to where we could try again. And I'm not sure how easy it is going to be to solve the bomb under pressure. I did this quite a bit of times on my own, and I was not perfect at this game because sometimes you don't get perfect information, even though I wanted that to be a part of the game. But time constraints led me to not be able to implement that completely. But yeah, I could go around and do more sleuthing, figure out, you know, the eagle says it's safe to cut the orange wire. Let's see if the eagle's lying. Can we find? So the eagle is lying. It's not safe to cut the orange wire, etc., etc. Too crowded, too crowded. I don't really want to count. Okay, snakes are lying. That's good to know. And the rabbits are telling the truth. So let's see if we can get a wire or two here without blowing up. Ideally, there would be more NPCs, more information, more ways to gain an idea of who's telling the truth and who's not. I cannot remember if rabbits were safe or not. And this is tough. I wish I had someone up here taking notes with me. Well, I mean, we could always try snipping random wires, see if we can it's not a very good chance we try that though. Yeah, we're just gonna blow up. Apologies if that bomb sound is a little loud. I could have swore I made it quieter, but that's still pretty up there. Apologies to anybody if that hurt your ears. I just turned it down. I like to at least get one wire. So let's see. The snakes are telling the truth. The snakes say that the rabbits are telling the truth. Let's see if the snake or the rabbit is going to tell us if it's safe to cut the wire. Okay, so the rabbit's telling the truth. We know that the purple wire can be cut after the blue wire. So let's go see what the snakes say. Maybe they'll tell us the right sequence to this and we can disarm the bomb. So gotta look around for the operative for the snakes. Okay, he's right here. So it's safe to cut the green wire after the purple wire, and it was safe to cut... Hold up. Green wire after the purple wire, and purple wire after the blue wire. So I think blue, purple, green should be? Oh, I'm so bad at this, but I assure you that it has a working solution, and I wish I was better at this game to show you that you can indeed disarm the bomb, but I implore you to give the game a try on the web build or downloading the executable and see if you can disarm the bomb. Do we have any questions? Yes, I am solo. So I developed all this in the past 48 hours. The grime and dirt decals are from sharetextures.com, I think, and the sounds come from freesound.org. And the masks are based on the designs made by Cat Quig, I believe, who drew the current house mascots. Yeah, it's I also made it friendly to colorblind users because as soon as I started making the collar implementation, I was like, you know, it would really be nice if there was a pattern associated with the collars. So, you know, ups for accessibility there. I got a normal amount of sleep. I slept about 8 hours both nights. I have about 8 or 9 years experience making game projects though, so it helped me quite a bit, you know, be able to jump into it fast and quickly iterate. All right, thank you.
Was a, I believe, 5-person project because we had Elliot Sexton, me, Kylie Kuba, and 4 alumni. Oh, that's 6 actually, because there was Smitty, Alex, David, and Connor, who worked with me. Broken Door Entertainment, plus me and Elliot, basically is what it was. But they can't be here with us right now because they have prior engagements. Yeah, David. So I will just hop in. We decided to make a point-and-click adventure, sort of puzzle game. You have to put on different masks related to the suits to see different realities, sort of, to aid in your escape. This was supposed to be a menu where you could click on the masks, but we had some issues with that, so it wasn't implemented. Up here you can see one of the cards for the spade room. I worked on the code for the heart room. We have a lights out puzzle. And you see we get half a key here, half a key here. And then we get the heart gem for the door. I haven't solved my teammates' puzzles, so that'll be a first look. Ace of Spades joke. So it... Oops. Get the club to open up the slot machine since it is rigged. I can't remember exactly how we're supposed to do wires for this, but that's basically the gist of the game, sort of, is we're going around and figuring out the different puzzles. Oh, forgot to close the cryptogram. But this is a poker hand puzzle where you're supposed to solve this with, and I'm not going to spoil the result for you, but yeah, that's about it. It would take a little too long to finish the game on stream since I don't know the actual answers. But any questions? I'm not the best presenter, so if there's like anything that like you want me to go back and show, I can start stream again and look a little closer. If not, I'll step down. I'll take that as a no.
Me, Brooklyn, and Ella are here in person, sitting on Ella's bed. And we did work with Hannah and Aaron, but they obviously don't live here, and they are like adults with their own lives, so they couldn't be here right now. But they did help out a lot with the project, and it was really nice to work with them again, obviously. So that was fun. When it came to the theme, it took us at least an hour of deliberation over different topics, but I think what we ended on is pretty neat. The concept is basically that your grandpa was an archaeologist, and he found this like weird mask on a site, and he took it home with him. And obviously, bad things happen because you're not supposed to take old, ancient, creepy things home from archaeologist sites. So now you have all these things that you have to do to make sure like this mask doesn't be super duper evil. That's basically the game. There's a lot of bugs in it right now because we just slammed a lot of stuff together and Hannah's like asleep and like, you know, the usual. But I can still show you a decent portion of what we have and, you know, let people know when it's like actually done so you can go play it. And I'm going to share my screen now if that's cool. Yeah, I think it might be easiest for me to share my entire screen, but I won't like keep Discord open. Nor is there really anything personal over there. So just let me know when y'all can see. Although, can you open the chat for me, Brooklyn? Yeah. Don't look at our code. Don't look at that. You can look at this. The chat button. This one.
Oh, you can see.
Oh, true. Okay. Looks like you can see. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and run this instance of the scene. Haven't had audio on in a while, so I don't know what's about to happen. But as you can see, this is your apartment. This is the mask Grandpa brought home that he obviously shouldn't have. And it sounds like it's hungry, so let me get it something to eat. I have some of these roaches. Oh, and the mask teleported. Now, usually the mask would be within the bounds of where I can feed him. But I think it's broken right now. and the radio's on. So I would have to turn the radio off. You can kind of see where this is going to go, right? You know, the ghosts are upset. There's a lot of things happening. It's getting really stressful. I didn't adjust the timer, so they're all really short too. That's... let's try this one. This is the OG where everything's like kind of set up correctly. So, so maybe this will work a little better. You can see my Roche AI works in here. It was kind of hard to pick up, and the mask is hungry. But he also teleported, and he needs to go back where he belongs. So I'm gonna put him back where he belongs. Oh, and they knocked down Granddad, so I had to put.
There goes Granddad. We're not gonna
and they turned the lights off, so I need to turn the lights back on. And the mask is still hungry. It's probably way too hungry at this point. It's mad at me, if we're being honest. And yeah, I think you basically get the gist. So I promise this game is really cool. It just needs a little more work. Oh no, the candles are going out. So yeah, that's basically it.
You have to burn the incense because the clock chimed.
Well, we lost. So, that's the game. Are there any like questions or comments, concerns, fun things like that? That's the mask. The mask is hungry.
I think they meant more who recorded that.
Oh, I got it off the internet.
No, we actually starved Haley, and that was Haley's big back stomach.
True. True. Hi, Brian. Thank you. We always have a really good time with game jams. And I got 4 hours of sleep today. Ella, you got like 2?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So unless James is typing a question. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Wait, how do I...
I worked with Chloe Schaefer on art, Kenyon Fears as the lead technical artist, Corey Byrne as music and sound, and I did the main gameplay programming. Although I will be the only one presenting, I hope I can do it justice. Our game is called Trojan, which seemed like a good idea at the time, but if you have a good antivirus, it may not be happy with our file name. So you can change the colors of the team you want, but I'm most used to the default colors, so I will use them. It is a top-down, it seems like a multiplayer shooter, but everyone else is AI controlled, where you're trying to capture these 3 towers that will give you points as long as you have them. So we have this one, fight off the pink team, but the special aspect is that I can disguise myself and hide among the enemy. but I have to be careful because while I'm disguised, my friends will try to kill me as well. So I can undisguise and capture the point and get hit. The first team to get 200 points at the top is the winner. Okay. I'm usually better at this, but probably going to lose. Can you kill your teammates while you're masked? You can kill your teammates when you're not masked. Friendly fire is on. Yeah. They can also, will sometimes miss and attack each other. They also have some functionality for trying to detect you as a shapeshifter. So that was interesting. Apparently missed a crash. Let me pull this back up. Okay. So if you switch teams in front of an enemy, they will still remember you. And also, if you just start, if you're disguised and start killing enemy units, they will realize that you're just doing a bunch of team killing. But they will also sometimes think that, like if they have someone who just misses and ends up hitting an ally, they will think that they might be a shapeshifter as well. So there weren't any enemies around, but they were able to tell that I was not actually on the pink team. And I think that is really it for the game. Are there questions? Okay, I'll step down.
Hello, I'm James. I'm an alumni. This was an alumni team. I worked with Nathan, and our game is called Can I Have This Dance? We also had a composer friend, composer slash performer, who I've met over my years of volunteering with Super Music and Gaming Festival, and that's Numa Joe. That's his Discord handle if you want to commission him for music or anything. Right here. So in Can I Have This Dance, it's not finished, it's not quite playable, maybe like by tomorrow or so, but you go through these puzzles where the arrows on the bottom dictate the way that the character moves, and he's really clumsy because he bumps into everything, and your goal is to get to the dance partner over here. So you got to help him out by placing masks in the level. So I picked that one, and this one says every other direction is ignored, and you would put it somewhere on the floor, and when he steps on it, he'll put that mask on. But this doesn't have any effect yet because we didn't get around to it. But you see he picks it up, and he'll even swap it out if he steps on a different mask. So I would check out our game URL. Like in a week, we'll probably have a bunch of puzzles that you can go through. It's getting close. But Nathan did all the art. Looks really awesome. I especially appreciate all the texture work, like in the wood and the fabric. He also helped out in Godot, and this was my first time doing kind of a big game in Godot, so learning a new engine slowed it down a little bit, probably no matter what kind of game design we had gone with. That's the game. Any questions? Travis, you might have to read to me. Or, oh, you're not in voice chat. Really cool concept. Thank you. Fun sprite work. The environment is spot on. Yep, good job to Nathan on that. All right, I'm done.